Hi people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below and you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Kaibigan, tuloy ang usap.
In our public speaking classes, we don't teach people how to speak. We help you discover your power to tell your story. To me, it's that sacred space within me na ako lang ang nakakapasok at ang ng aking Diyos. I know my truth. I want to speak. I want to be understood. I am not perfect, but I have a story. That core is the soul of public speaking.
I have no right to judge anyone, especially myself. I am free to make mistakes. I am free to learn. I am free to be the best. Welcome to the Huddle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Huddle. Please put your hands together for Boy Abunda.
Maraming salamat for being here, which means that by being here, you're interested to be interesting. What are we doing tonight? We're going to give you an overview of what a public speaking class or course is all about. In our public speaking classes, we don't teach people how to speak. We help you discover your power to tell your story. Ang importante ay you realize that eventually the best teacher in public speaking is yourself, because the tool that you use in public speaking is your story. And that story is unique. Public speaking is an art. It is an art, but it is a skill. So if you're asking right now, can it be learned? Kami naniniwala kami, yes, it can be learned. Can I be a better public speaker? Yes. Let's define terms. What is public speaking? Public speaking is speaking before a public. Why do you speak before a public? Because you want to entertain. You want to host. Because you're answering a Q&A in a beauty pageant. So maraming mga dahilan. Depende kung sino ka, but the moment you stand in front, in the middle, kahit saan, basta there is an audience, it is public speaking. In the olden days, public speaking was called oratory. Sabi ng mga public speakers, syempre, oratory was the highest form of art. It had rhythm. It had harmony. It was noble. Public speaking was used to encourage people to defend a country. Some people say it is the mother of liberty and freedom. It was most effective when public speeches were delivered during war, during famines. Epektibo siya pag malungkot, pag galit, o sobrang saya. I want to go, who did the Got to Talk exercise? Got to Talk is an exercise where the student is allowed to go on an emotional journey. Walang tama, walang mali. As we are preparing this, each one of you got a piece of paper, and I'd like you to stand for us to be able to create an environment of conducive learning to something like public speaking, which is performed. And we promise ourselves that in this class, we don't judge. So I want everybody all together to read what you have, and let's read that all together and mean what we say. Can we begin?
I have no right to judge anyone, especially myself. I am free to make mistakes. I am free to learn. I am free to be the best. Welcome to the Huddle.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You can sit down. There are 2 points that I wanted to introduce. The difference between critiquing and judging. Because we will be doing this, and I'll be asking, what do you think of Jubel's performance? When you judge, your intent is to debilitate. Your intent is to hurt. Your intent is to insult. Your intent is to harm. That's why nanghuhusga ka. You have no right to judge yourself, and you have no right to judge others. Okay? Critiquing is an exhaustive process. of observation, assessment, kumusta siya. And when you critique, ang konsepto namin is, hindi ko siya marinig, hindi ko po siya naintindihan, more than telling the participant what you think about him or her, you're actually telling yourself what to avoid. And that's the difference. Okay? So let's create an atmosphere of a no judgment zone. No judgment zone, because that zone will allow you to fly and fall and rise and fall and commit mistakes and do good and master it and commit mistakes. You don't know where it's going to go. But do not say, I'm not going to try because I'm not good enough. Because you are good enough. Gut to talk exercise is simply talking from the gut. Listening to yourself. Halimbawa, Jubel, pag sinabi mong, you start with something. Either your name or I'm a student of PWU. Anywhere. You start anywhere and just talk. You don't have to be logical. You don't have to be reasonable. You don't have to be rational. Dumaldal ka lang. Dumaldal ka lang and don't stop until I say so. Ready? Begin.
So, I'm W. Gerance, a communication arts student here in PWU, a second year college. Ang napag-usapan po kanina namin sa GAT challenge is actually why I became a CA or communication arts student is because of my public speaking skills, weaknesses, and that is speaking, English ability. Mahirap po talaga ako mag-English. Pero nakakaintindi po ako ng English. Yun lang po ang communication po, pakikipag-communication ko po sa iba. Sobrang hirap kahit na kaya ko siyang parang pinoprocess ko pa siya ng mabagal. Pero naiintindihan ko po yung nagsasalita sa akin. It's just that it's just a slow program.
Jubel, when you speak and using a mic, don't cover your face. Bring it down. Bring it down. Para makita nila ang ganda mo. Bring it down a bit. There. Okay? Bring it down. Okay. It's very hard. It's very hard to maintain, sustain the gut to talk. You're just talking from the gut. Jubel was trying to be reasonable, was trying to be logical. Actually, the exercise is meant not to be clear. This is an exercise that's meant to encourage students just to blabber. Kadalasan, this is basically just to undo a lot of things that we believe in. We're very conscious about grammar, lalo mga editors, syntax, vocabulary, etc. The technique of doing gut to talk is to listen to yourself. It's a verbal technique. Halimbawa, ako si Boy Abunda, I react to Abunda. Ang abunda dapat ay abundant, dapat mayaman. I react to mayaman. Mayaman, ang huling nakita kong mayaman sa bayan namin ay ang pangalan niya ay Ethel. Hindi kami pinapayagan ng nanay na makilala siya dahil sobra silang yaman at malaki ang bahay. Ay, natutuwa ko pag nakakauwi ako sa bahay dahil ang pakiramdam ko pahinga. Bigyan mo lang ako ng libro, nakakapagpahinga na ako ng kahit ilang oras. Bawat isa sa atin ay may oras para sa isang bagay. Oras para sa pagmamahal, oras para magalit, para matuwa, para tumawa. You get the exercise? And until you become very, very, very emotional because you're talking from the gut. And even the tonal pattern changes. Ako po ay galing sa isang maliit na bayan ng Borongan, Eastern Samar. Lahat ho yata ng bagyo, I'm reacting to Samar. Lahat ho yata ng bagyo ay dumadaan sa amin. Kaya napakahirap talaga ng buhay. Nung nabubuhay pang aking ina, I'm reacting to buhay. Parang lahat ng ginagawa ko para sa kanya. She was my moral compass. Madalas mawala ako dahil wala naman akong compass. Kaliwa, kanan, north, east, south, west, hindi ko alam. Ang dami ko pang hindi alam. Alam sa buhay, ang dami kong mali. So, halimbawa, Papa Jack, when you do your vlogging, when you do your jobs in whatever platform, the reason why you're able to extend and to sustain, a speech is because you're basically listening to yourself.
Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below and you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Kaibigan, tuloy ang usap.